When I was examining the candidates, when I was an examiner, yes, I found out that I cannot give them more than 5.5 or 6 and at least not 7 because they were lacking in the vocabulary. Most of them were repeating words and they could easily, yes, as an examiner, I am saying you could easily replace and not repeat the words. Now, if you want to score higher, that is even 6.5, you need to show the examiner the wide range of vocabulary. Now, that is in the band descriptors. It is not what I am trying to portray. And if you are able to show this, you can easily get 7.5 and even 8. Yes, that is true, my dear. So, this is what you are going to learn in this video because IELTS speaking is really very difficult. You are given a topic and sometimes you are grappling for the words. What if I told you I'll give you 40 synonyms, the words which are basic you use, you can replace them with advanced words, very easy to use, and your lexical resource in your speaking test will be 7 and 7 above. And the overall score increases dramatically. You can get 8.5 if you have the vocabulary intact. Great. So without much ado, let's dive into the first word, and the first word itself is very important and very general. You can't give your speaking test without using these words, 40 of them. The first word which you can't do without, I'm very sure, for example. So just replace it. A prime example would be, and it changes into a complex structure. Right? For example, Punjab has great food. Now this is in context. So when you want to introduce an example, you will use this. A prime example would be Punjab, which is known for its culinary excellence. See the 9-band word, and I have used here which, and it improves your grammar. From compound, it becomes a complex sentence. Okay, now in my opinion, instead of saying that, you could easily say the way I see it. It is used to express your point of view, and all through the test you are expressing your opinion. So the way I see it, in my opinion, we should leave early. If you're giving a cue card or something, example, the way I see it, leaving early is the best option. Now this is a simple sentence. Even your grammar is being taken care of. So the best way I see it. Now there are 40, so I'll be a bit fast. But if you want to get a 9-band in your speaking, you need to remain to the end. And if you do not know me, I am an ex-IELTS examiner, right? I don't mind. It's all the same to me. So used when you have no preference between the options. I don't mind where we go for dinner. So in the cue card. So we said that, I said to them that I don't mind that we can go for dinner anywhere. So whether we go out or stay in, it's all same to me. So this is another one. Now, when you want to when you have spoken something wrong and you want to correct. So correct yourself. What I am trying to say is, so a low band, the situation is complex. I mean to say that we need to plan carefully. So you can say the situation is complex. What I'm trying to say is we need to plan carefully, and it becomes a complex structure. So you can easily get the 7 or 8 bands in this. Now this is when you want to correct yourself, and most of the times you need. Now the next is environment friendly. So that means it is good for the environment. You can use conscious. The school is becoming environmentally friendly by reducing waste. So this one is a 6 band, but this is a 7 plus. The school is becoming eco-conscious by reducing waste. Then another example I can give you, that this shop is very eco-friendly or environmentally friendly. You can use both. This shop is or being eco-conscious in its packing and product choices. So when you want to give something about shopping, you can use this. Okay. Then sustainable, that means viable in the long run. It's another way of saying how fuels, resources and minerals can last. Otherwise, we will not able to sustain. Some people question whether electric cars are sustainable or viable. Some people question whether electric cars are viable in the long run. Maybe their use would reduce. Another one example is solar energy is a sustainable source of energy. So you can say solar power or solar energy, I have used here, is considered viable in the long run as a source of energy. Sometimes here and there, because I can't read from word to word. Now, recycle. This is all related to your environment, right? So this is all related to your environment and you can use this vocabulary, right? Then recycle, repurpose. You can, instead of the recycle, it is very common, you can use repurpose. Old jars and bottles can be recycled to reduce the waste. You can say can be repurposed to reduce the weight. So this becomes another 7 plus band structure. Another example, recycle, you can say old plastic bottles at home in part 1. You can use this, right? I repurpose old plastic bottles into plant holders or DIY crafts, right? So this is another way of saying to recycle. Now the another way is extinct or wiped out, all related to the environment. It refers to the species which will die as a result of not having enough food or adequate living conditions. Now this is informal, okay? This is formal, you can use in the writing, but this you can use in your speaking and it will increase your band score. Without conservation efforts, some animals could become extinct, and instead of extinct you can say that they would become wiped out or they could be wiped out. Then dangerous, you can use detrimental, you can use both in speaking and in the writing. So something that is harmful for the environment. I am doing the environment vocabulary. Using too much of plastic is dangerous. Overuse of plastic is extremely detrimental to the environment. So instead of very, you can say extremely detrimental. Got that? Now the next is modern. That means cutting edge. So something that is related to recent technology. Okay. So the company uses modern technology to improve its efficiency, or the company uses cutting edge technology to improve the efficiency. You can even use it in some smartphone, or you're talking about technology. This camera has a cutting edge technology. In cue card you can use that. Okay, then it go wrong. All long and long. Now, heavy rain, you can say downpour. Very intense rainfall. So when you are describing a cue card and there is heavy rain, so you can say downpour. So the forecast predicts heavy rain later in the afternoon. The forecast predicts a downpour later in the afternoon. So you can use this instead of heavy rain. Now the next one is innovation. Now innovation means a breakthrough, something that is new. The app is a new innovation in online learning. The app is a major, instead of this, breakthrough in the world of online learning or education. See, I have introduced new words and that are adding to your vocabulary. Note down these words, all of you. Then fix. So I fixed it, right? So you can use troubleshoot to fix a problem in the technology, a piece of technology. A technician fix the issue with my smartphone. So your smartphone broke down and therefore it was fixed. So you will say troubleshoot. The technician troubleshot the issue with my smartphone. So it is shot and not shoot. Clear? Now the other one, now these are all related to technology. From here we are getting here technology. Okay. Now the next one is easy to use, or you have to use user friendly. We are talking about technology here. The instructions are clear and the software is easy to use. Okay, you can say it is user friendly. The software is user friendly. Then due to, you can say stemming from. Now this is a 8 band. The delays are due to heavy rain. So instead of due to, you will say stemming from. The delay, was delay, or the delays. If it is delay, it will be was. If it is delays, it will be were. Stemming from persistent rainfall throughout the day. So persistent, continuous, okay, and stemming from, due to. Clear? Next one. Yeah. So I don't mind. It's all the same to me. So that means I don't mind where we go for dinner. Whether we go or to stay, it is all the same to me. Perhaps this is repeated, this slide. Then disagree or beg to differ. A polite and a formal way to express disagreement, especially in your part 3. So you can say I disagree with that opinion. Okay, or you can say in a better way, I beg to differ with that perspective. So especially in part 3 you can use this. To be honest, instead of to be honest, you can say truthfully. To be honest, I didn't enjoy the play much, especially when you are giving your experience in your cue card. So truthfully, I didn't enjoy the play much, but the acting was excellent. So you're talking about a film. Okay, so I didn't enjoy the experience much, but the acting was excellent, or the food was excellent. If you are talking about a hotel or a restaurant or a vacation, I mean, you can just play with this. Then if you want to correct yourself, what I am trying to say is, this is again a repeated one. The situation is complex. What I am trying to say is we need to plan carefully. Then exercise, related to exercise. You see, exercise hard. This is very common. You can say work up a sweat. So you are engaging in some physical activity that causes sweat. I exercise hard at the gym every morning. I work up a sweat at the gym every morning before work. So work up a sweat. So love, have a deep appreciation for. Now love is having a 6 band. Okay, she loves classical music, or you can say I love classical music. She has a deep appreciation for classical music and often attends concerts. So you could say your example also, or people also in part 3, like that. Regarding travel, traveling a lot, that means globe trotting. So this is again a 8 band. He loves traveling and has visited many countries. He's been global trotting for years. Now see been, he's been. Again it is a complex structure and it is a 7 band grammar structure. For years and has explored dozen of countries. Now this is a 8 band structure. Then connected immediately, that means click. So you're doing some friend cue card or something like that. Low band is we connected immediately during the workshop. Maybe you met the friend in the workshop. You can say we clicked during the workshop. So clicked during the workshop and became close friends. So in the cue card. And then separation means breakup. So at the end, it is the end of a romantic relationship. So the separation was very emotional. The breakup was tough, but they remain in touch as friends. So they are still friends, but they have broken up. Partner, that means a significant other, a person whom one is serious in a romantic relationships. I am talking about relationships here. She likes going hiking with her partner on weekends. Instead, you can say she likes going with her significant other, okay, on weekends. Clear? So like that you can just add a tinge of good vocab. Now understand, very, very common. So you can say grasp. So I understand the basic rules. I quickly grasp the main idea of the lecture, as now you're doing. Qualifications, instead of qualifications, you can use credentials. I need more qualifications to apply for this job. I need stronger, see stronger, this word, stronger credentials to compete in the international job market. So you can copy paste them. Another one is subject. Instead of using subject, you can use it as discipline. So biology is my favorite subject. This is a 5.5. So biology is a fascinating discipline that explores living organisms. So a 7 band. And see, if you want coaching from me, you can contact me at this number. I even have my website englishwithanittakundra.com, where all materials are available, and I also do the evaluation. And let me know in the comments, please let me know in the comments, so we can see how you have improved. And you can also write a sentence in the comments from the words here, and I will correct it, no problem. So another example I have given for discipline. Now mathematics is a challenging, I have written here, challenging subject that requires logical thinking. So is a challenging discipline. Challenging instead of saying difficult also. So please like and subscribe. You do not subscribe, you just see my videos and go. So you can comment like, it is very useful. I knew 10 of them, I knew 20 of them, and tell me what sort of video you want next. I will be coming with more vocabulary if you want, or I will be also coming with ideas, how to reproduce ideas, and keep following me, and press that bell icon. Please subscribe. So it doesn't cost you much, but it really motivates me. Yeah? Yes. Now quit means to step down. So the CEO announced that she would quit after 10 years in the company. So you have to leave when you're leaving a job. So you can also use in your cue card this. So the CEO announced that she would step down after 10 years at the company. So when you are leaving your job or your position, and this you can use in writing also, no problem. Okay. Then the salary, instead of salary you should say remuneration. So, and this is very good for writing also. The company offers a competitive salary to attract candidates. The company offers competitive remuneration to attract candidates. So that is again a 7 band. Clear? Boss, you should use it superior. I had a meeting with my boss today. I had a meeting with my superior to discuss the project. So you can easily replace boss with, and this is my website where you will find all the materials and even recorded courses. And at present, it is 50% off on all the PDFs and 70% off on courses. So please go and buy them at present, that is today. Now the username, you can say handle. Now let's see about social media. This is very popular. Her username on social media is unique and stands out. See, her handle on the social media is unique and stands out. Next is friendship or social circle. It is hard to make a new friendship group after moving. It's hard to build a new social circle after reallocation or reallocated. You can really use it in your cue cards. Yes, unwind. So I relax by watching TV in the evening. So what do you do in your free time? Instead of saying that, you should say I unwind by watching my favorite shows after work, and that becomes a 7 band. Then have a good relationship, get on well. So you have a harmonious or a good friendly relationship with someone. I have a good relationship with my teammates. I get along well with my teammates and enjoy working with them. So you can really use it in your part 3, part 1, or even in your cue card. Then the next one is, this is again repeated, it is like and be fond of. So I like going for evening walk. I am fond of going for evening walks to relax my mind. Clear? Then instead of very, you use lot of very in your IELTS speaking. You can use extremely. So it is extremely important for the government to invest in public transportation to reduce traffic congestion. So I did not say here very important. You can use this in your writing as well. Then incredibly. So it's an adverb. Okay. So pollution has become an incredibly serious issue in major cities worldwide. So instead of problem. So incredibly. Okay. So this you can even use in your writing also. And then highly. Education is highly valued in many cultures as it means to achieve social mobility. Okay, it helps to achieve social mobility. Then exceptionally. The university offers exceptionally good facilities for international students. So very good facilities? No. Exceptional facilities. Then you have tremendously. Technology has tremendously changed the way people communicate and work. Tremendously. Okay. And